Hi everybody, welcome back. Another run-by example about Kubernetes. I'm so sorry, I've been crazy busy to create a new video around the Kubernetes run-by example. However, in the meantime, I had an amazing experience to meet a lot of Kubernetes people across the region and city. For example, Kubernetes community in Italy, which allows me to learn a lot of stuff. And this is one of the motivation from them to develop new content around Kubernetes alumni example. Let's get started. So first of all, what is the first step when you start Kubernetes environment? You might need to stand up your own Kubernetes cluster on your local machine, give it a try, very simple application deployment, and then just looking at how it works and then what that looks like on Kubernetes world. So if you have some chance to go back to my first video of Kube, learn by example, you can just stand up multiple choices, for example, Minikube and Kind and things like that. However, if you still feel very hungry to consume a lot of resources to stand up Kubernetes cluster on your local machine, if you could, without Kubelet, you don't need to worry about consume a lot of resources to stand up workers in the namespaces and pods, deployment bunch of the Kubernetes resources, but you still verify your YAML manifester to run your Kubernetes cluster with your fake resources, which Kubernetes without Kubelet project actually came out to solve that kind of challenge for individual platform engineers, but also developers. Let's take a look at a little bit detail. So for example, you could say the Kwok and then like a Kubernetes without Kubelet, aka Kwok. And then Kwok is a very lightweight. You can simulate more than 1,000 nodes on your local machine because it's all fake resources, and then you really fast to manage it. Like for example, create and delete your resources almost in a second. And then as long as you're going to use the Kubernetes API and the relevant tools, you can actually use that tool with the this core cluster, for example, kubectl and Hamchart on Kui, etc. And then you're going to use a pre-built image like a SCD image server, in which allows you just pull that image and running on and create a new cluster. And you can configure different node type, label, and taint. It's really same syntax your Kubernetes resources. Let's get into the demo, how it works, and then what that looks like. First of all, let me take a look at that, what kind of version I'm going to use. This is the latest version, Kwok version, 030 RPAR. It's not major version at this moment, but it's give it a try. It's pretty much simple and easy to stand up your Kubernetes cluster, even if it's not actual cluster at all. So let me try to using Kwok cuddle, which is create a new cluster. It's automatically pull down some of the relevant image like a SCD server. And you can actually using kubectl command line, which is compatible with your Kubernetes project. And then I just copy some of the Kubernetes cluster import. As you can see, I have already Kubernetes cluster on my local machine running on container. And then here's my YAML file to create a fake node. So it's a relevant annotation here. And then you're going to specify the node name. And then here is just a taint effect node schedule, which you are also not going to use on my actual my resource like a CPU, memory, etc. I'm going to using kubectl to apply this YAML file. And I just create a new node. You can actually kubectl get node. I have a new node like a fake name in the version Quark 0.3.0. And here the deployment fake. As you can see, very simple. And then you don't need to actually specify actual image paths like from Docker Hub or Quay.io. But among the others, you can actually specify all compilation stuff. And then you literally apply both that resources using kubectl again. And then you can create the replication was 5. That's why when you get pod, it's automatically 5 pods are running instantly. That's why it's super fast, and it's really easy to verify your Kubernetes YAML. And you can actually access that container if you want. You can also use it customize to create multiple Kubernetes resources at the same time using customization, just like you create a new node and a deployment, etc. Which is really awesome to use Kwok based on customization. So once you're done, and you can actually find more command line, like you can delete cluster, and you can set up the its SCD controller, and you can stop start again. So let me try to take a look at what kind of process actually are running right now. You can see that Kube API server and SCD server and the controller server and scheduler. It's a really small packaging of your Kubernetes cluster. So only just to simulate your Kubernetes resources to do that. Now I'm going to try to delete my existing cluster to save my resources for another job. You can see to make sure your Kubernetes cluster is gone. That's it. So give it a try and let me know what you think. And thanks for watching. Have a good rest of the day.